Hello. I wanted to make this video to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. This is my favorite time of year, and I have just finished my first week in my own business, my own family daycare, which I shared about in my last video. And I wanted to take this opportunity to do a little update on how the week has been for me, and to introduce my sharing of the messages that I'm very excited to talk about. And I'll go into that shortly. The lighting isn't the best at the moment. It's 6 p.m. here. So I'm working with whatever light is left coming through. I've just said goodbye to the children for the week that were in my care. And I wanted to just talk about what the week has been like for me. So I actually came into my first week not really feeling like a business owner, not really as excited as what I had built up in my mind what it would be like. So I anticipated finishing at the center and starting here, and I had this picture in my mind of what it would be like, and it was the complete opposite. So I left my last job feeling very, very run down, burnt out, unappreciated, unrecognized. And during this week, it's really been like just processing everything that I experienced in my 15 months working there. And I've come to see now at the very end of the week, it seemed that it had to take this process for me to realize that a lot of what I was feeling when I left was really my own doing. It was really my own, it was like I've always had this lesson to learn with seeking validation and recognition outside of myself in the wrong sorts of places and the wrong sorts of people and environments. And it really hit me hard this week that I had been doing that, and especially in my workplace, trying to get that validation and recognition that, that's really inside of me, inside of all of us. And it was just a huge wake-up call this week, realizing that a lot of what I was feeling coming into this business was really letting go of that old way of wanting to be seen as special, or that I did a good job. And I actually don't want that anymore. I actually really needed to go through everything that's happened this week to really feel deeply satisfied in myself that I can't continue down that path anymore. It's time for me to just step into my leadership role and not worry about what other people think and who's gonna see and approve of me. So that's sort of what was happening throughout the week, is just that letting go. And I'm at a point, I'm at the end of my first week, and I'm feeling pretty good about where I am finally. So that sort of happened for me. It really took. Now the work side of things, it is very relaxing. I have gone from, when I go outside to having a sort of peripheral sense or view of 30 children in an outdoor space to just 2 children and 3, because I had a third child come for a couple of the days. And the biggest thing I've noticed this week is that the stress, my body was constantly in high alert, high stress mode, fight or flight, reactionary mode. It was just constantly riddled with anxiety and nervousness and stress. And even though I was taking supplements and eating really well and exercising, it did help, but it was still constantly there. And I've noticed that that's gone. So, there are still, times where the children have tantrums and they are unhappy and they cry and they fight. That's not going to change because children are children. But my reaction is no longer, it's not a high reactionary response. Like I feel very calm in the face of these things because I realized that a lot of my burnout was because of how I was using my energy. And, although that wasn't entirely my fault because of the environment I was in, the reality is I'm not in that environment anymore. So it is very different to, be in the face of difficulties and to be able to be grounded and calm because there's not so much information coming in from everywhere around me and like drowning my nervous system. So that has actually been like such a relief for me this week. And it's kind of made me feel like I'm not working at all. I'm actually not working at all. I'm guiding children. I'm spending time with children. I'm doing things with the children. I'm playing with the children, but it does not feel like work. And I'm starting to learn that that's okay. That's what's right for me. It doesn't make me lazy. It doesn't make me not have a real job. It's actually how it's meant to be for me. I'm meant to be stress-free and relaxed and really happy in my work. And that's what I feel is transpiring for me. So with all that said, I do want to say that I've just got some notes. Let me refer to these notes here. So, okay. So for those of you who don't know, I have been holding back a bit about speaking publicly on social media. One of the reasons is actually because I'm moving away from feeling the need to share my message here on my private Facebook page because, I understand that it's not for everyone. And the things that I plan to share and the things I've shared in the past based on my truth and who I am, I don't want to force that onto people. So I have a brand new YouTube channel. Now it's still taking off. It's not, I've only got, this will be my second video, but I wanted to bring in a fresh new energy. So I do plan on talking a lot about my experiences being in, Australia's childcare industry, based on my time, working at a public centre, everything that I've learned through my studies and my time working there. Now, please, it's important to know that I have no intention on naming people or, that's not what my sharing is going to be about. It's going to be about, here's what I learned being, an educator in a public childcare centre, and here's what I learned about how, in general, the public childcare system works and what's wrong and what's right and what things are not working and what things work and, what are the problems and what are the solutions based on my own practice and experience. So I will be sharing all of these things, but I won't be sharing them here. I do also have a public page called Welcome Home Family Daycare. So it's going to be a bit different. It's not going to be posting pictures of the children or, what we're doing. I mean, it might, I'm not quite sure yet, but it will be a place to really speak my truth and to really get my message out there for whoever needs to hear it. So I know that not everybody will need to hear it, which is why I invite you to, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel because you want to know or you're interested in hearing about these things, these topics that I plan to talk about, or you can like the Facebook page. I will share links to do that. I'm also going to be working on my website. So for those of you that don't know, as I was getting back to saying, I haven't really shared a lot and there's reasons for that, which I'll talk, I may talk about later, but I really had to just get the job done, get through my time and really be a student and learn, even though that was very difficult at times because, there were so many times where I thought that I know best and I had to really be knocked down over and over again to just realize that, I don't know everything. I am still learning, and to just, that it was difficult for me to do that because, and I'll go into why, because for those of you that don't know, I am a mother of 4 unschooled children. So what that means is they don't do schooling, formal schooling. Some of them have never even stepped foot into a public school. None of them have ever been to been in childcare. I raised them at home. No judgment. That's just the kind of mother that I am and wanted to be. So I stayed home. I raised my kids. I was with them every day, all day, for over a decade, letting them learn everything they know through their own passions and self-directed learning. So it was quite difficult for me to come to the decision to go into childcare and become qualified. There was lots of, thoughts and things running through my mind. What are you doing? Like, this is, I left the system already once before. I rebelled and all that against the system. And here I am going back into it. And, it was hard. It was very hard. But I'm kind of glad because now I've come out again. I have an even broader perspective and I learnt more than what I thought that I already knew about children and how they behave. And as I said, what does and doesn't work. So I've unschooled my children. I wrote a book about my journey towards unschooling and how that has shaped my children's and my life. That is my background. My background is really based in my passion for, a different way of relating to and raising children, which I will share more about. But I do have a bigger vision for, our children and, things that I would like to see in the world. And so I will be sharing all of this on my YouTube channel, my public Facebook page. I won't be sharing anything like that on my private Facebook. So this is kind of just really an opportunity to say, if you are interested in staying in contact with me and following me in regards to my messages around childcare, homeschooling, unschooling, parenting, spiritual awakening, then follow me, follow the links, subscribe to my YouTube, like my Facebook page, and that way you will be able to follow my story and my journey. And if you don't, please no hard feelings. I love you anyway, and I wish you and your family all the happiness in the world. I am not going to be the least bit upset if some of you are not interested or don't want to hear or don't need to, because, you know, not everybody does really need to hear the things that I have to say. It doesn't apply to everybody. So if it does apply to you, yay. I would love to have you follow me, as I will be sharing lots and lots and lots to come. So what else? So yeah, this is just to give you that choice to follow me or not. Sorry about my weird fingernail painting. The girl I had with me today wanted to paint my nails, so very pretty. So yeah, I think I think the last thing I want to say is, you know, and I will state this more and more, I also really, really, really want to know what you want to hear from me. So if any of this interests you, and you know, tell me what to post, tell me what to write about, tell me what videos to make. I would love that. I would love to get an idea of, you know, if there's none of you watching this video that, you know, that want to hear anything, that's fine. But if you do, please let me know. This video will go up on YouTube, but this was sort of, you know, just a message to anybody, anywhere that I share this, mostly my private Facebook, just to sort of say that, hey, I'm going to be going off on this bit of a journey of sharing, and you can come with me or not, that's fine. So, and for those of you that are not on Facebook and you're just watching this on YouTube, the same applies to you. If this interests you, subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments if there are topics that you are interested in. Now, I am a certified early childhood educator, and I have been on the unschooling and homeschooling path for over a decade. You know, I've written a book, but, you know, that doesn't make me, and, you know, I still don't know everything. I am still learning. So I understand if you feel like, you know, that, you know, I may not be someone that you feel, you know, can provide, you know, guidance or, you know, insights, and that's fine. As they come to me, I will just share them. But if there's anything that you want to know about, you know, what's it like working in public childcare or unschooling or anything, I'd be happy to make a video just for you. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. As I said, this will be my last update about this. Of course, I'm still, you know, going to share myself in other ways. So just thank you so much for watching this, if you did. And I really, really, really wish you all the merriest Christmas and holidays. I've got 4 days off now, which is good because I feel like I didn't really have any time off when I left the last place. I was kind of just thrown into getting this business started, and so I actually feel like I'm going to be able to rest for the next 4 days, and I have a big Christmas day planned for my family. It's going to be magical, so yeah, and I hope it is for you too. So yeah, thanks for watching. I love you guys. Bye.